Today I am watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 4, Episode 6. Episode 5 was about this beer at the local pub on campus that was turning the students into cavemen. Definitely not my favorite episode, so I'm hoping this is back to what I've seen, for the majority of the series. With the exception of Episode 5, I've really enjoyed the season, so yeah, I'm very curious to see what this episode will be about. I hope it's not another Buffy Parker episode. I feel like we had a resolution to that scene at the end of the last episode. Whether she remembers it or not, I guess we will find out, but I'd like to see something different, even if it goes back to Monster of a Week or something like that. But I feel like they've gotten everything they can out of this Buffy Parker storyline, I hope, but we will find out. We also saw Willow and Oz kind of go through a little bit of an interesting patch in the previous episode. Oz is now interested possibly in another band and the lead singer of this band, so yeah, I'm curious to see what will happen with that. But thank you so much for sharing and this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. What are they running from? They're not. They're running to Buffy's most extreme college campus vampire slaying.
Thanks for the relocate. I perform better without an audience.
Oh my. Speaking from experience. Give them the chops, Buffy!
You're thinking what? A little help with co-ed before bed?
Hello. That's very creepy. Oh, right in the pole.
Well, you eat this late.
You'll be up all night.
Get heartburn.
Oh, well, that's a risk you take for sure.
Heartburn?
I love the puns, Buffy. Never stop.
One lame-ass vamp with no appreciation for my painstakingly thought-out puns.
Painstaking?
I don't think the forces of darkness are even trying.
Well, you be careful what you wish for.
A little effort here, Give me something to work with.
Buffy, why would you say that? You know what's possible. Oh, frickin' Spike is back.
No better than to tempt the fates that way.
Yes, it was very silly.
Bad is back. And this time...
Oh! You were just here. And your hair is looking a particularly shade of yellow for this platinum. Oh, you got tasered! That's what these guys have been up to. Oh my god. Well.
Hello all.
Giles, trouble?
Oh, no, Buffy.
Did he bring his own tea?
Exactly. I think it's brave that you're here.
Well, thank you, all.
He's like, I don't appreciate being patronized.
Home, that empty place you're trying to escape?
Well, when you phrase it like that, I mean. This is the lead singer with the very 90s flipped hair, Veruca? What is she doing to that mic stand? Oh my. It's like no one else is there.
They're good, aren't they?
She's like, remember me, your girlfriend, right here, over here, being cute.
She's rather remarkable. Such presence for someone her age.
Not helping, Giles. Not helping. They're just all staring at. Maybe it's not Oz. Maybe it's just all men. I don't know. Willow's not liking it.
It's the sandblaster.
She's having dreams about a sandblaster.
All Gemini's to the raspberry hats.
Willow's so cute.
Not always. A few things shut my brain up completely.
Oh my, Willow's so spicy.
I want you to prepare to lead a discussion group next class on the paper topic. That was smart work.
She's bounced back. She hates public speaking, though.
Bring them up with one of the TAs.
Such as, Riley? Oh.
I mean, this is excellent. You did better than me. This is so unfair. You made me jealous of you academically.
Oh, she's so happy. Aw, such a good friend.
Like a cookie or a toy surprise like at the dentist.
She wants you.
Both great options.
Me too. That's a great song. I mean, Elvis. What a guy.
Oh, Willow, she's trying so much.
We're actually talking amps. But it's easy to get confused the names they give them.
Yeah.
This is not going well. This is going so incredibly...
I'll call you later.
thought he was just like meeting her. What? What's happening? Something's going on.
Sometimes. But I feel guilty. I flog and punish.
Exactly.
Oh my.
I'm sure Oz is flogging and punishing himself.
Don't say that. Don't finish that sentence. Yep. We haven't seen Oz fully. Oh, great. That door is now just useless. And now he's on the loose. We saw his like face transform in the Halloween episode, and it looked different from when we had seen it in previous seasons. Like the effects and special stuff like that is getting more advanced, which is so cool. And he definitely looks like more intense in this version. Maybe he's growing as a wolf to the age. Oh God, don't hurt the teacher. Ah! Oh, who's this? What? There's two of them? Run! Oh my, that's not what I expected. There's two werewolves? I mean, it's Sunnydale, there's probably hundreds of werewolves, but who is Oz fighting with? Oh God. Oh no. Veruca's a werewolf too? And her and Oz, made the beast with two backs.
That was, some night.
Ha ha ha! Those scratches, sexy or defensive? I don't know. Oh my God.
No, you need to relax.
Oh God, he needs to have a lot of conversations.
So what do you want to do?
So he cheated on Willow in werewolf form?
Just want to get back to my place. Figure out why we got out of our cages.
You have a cage?
She just runs free?
We did. But only to each other.
Yeah, he doesn't remember?
It doesn't take a full moon. We could do it again. Right here?
Oh God. She knows he has a girlfriend.
Free to kill people?
There's that side of it.
No. I know where I belong.
This is gonna end so badly. Oz! Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh God, I hope not. I hope not. He needs to find a new cage.
Well, for a moment, I thought it was a gorilla.
Did you have a question, Buffy?
No.
She's like, I recognize this conversation.
Hey, look.
You too.
Yeah, she's starting to dress more like rock and roll. I hope he tells her, but also like, it wasn't. I don't know. So many questions.
Me and my busy head always thinking.
Well, you're gonna have some more thoughts pretty soon.
You could help me. Stop.
Oh my. He's gonna see the scratches.
Right. Busy wolf night. I get it.
More than you know. Oh God.
No, I should. I don't have much time. I'll see you later.
Oh, frick.
Yalta.
Oh, come, you moron!
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Dinette set should be mine.
Category. Janet?
Oh.
Yeah, and that makes sense why when Oz first saw Veruca, he kind of had like, I felt like it was like his werewolf senses, which it was because he sensed another werewolf. I thought it was something else, but
Pass on the tea.
it's very interesting looking back.
Good, right on it. I'll see what I can find out. And you'll report back to me?
ASAP.
I'm glad they're still like, keeping Giles in the loop. And obviously he has, vast amounts of knowledge as well.
100. To start worrying about stuff like that. It's mostly too late.
We haven't seen Willow and Xander talk one-on-one in a long time.
A woman?
And is this chick noticing back?
Most definitely.
Most definitely, yes. More than you're aware, sadly.
And worried.
But you are, and odds are he feels it. I'll bet that's all there is to the weird you're feeling.
It's usually good to go straight to the source. Yeah, talk to him.
Feel better.
You won't. You definitely won't. But you need to have that conversation. Oh, he's welding back his own cage. Good. Maybe add another one. Maybe add more chains. How do you tell your girlfriend, hey, I cheated on you, but it was when I was in werewolf form, and it wasn't my human self, it was my animal self? Is that better? Is that worse? I don't know.
Total blackout.
Well, if I find werewolf number 2 out on patrol tonight, you might have a roomie in there.
I think that's the last thing he wants. He's not gonna tell Buffy either? Come on.
I won't be your soul.
I don't want them to break up, but obviously they have to have a conversation and see what happens from there. Oh man, it's gonna break poor Willow's heart. If he doesn't say anything, she'll find out eventually, and that'll be so much worse. Not the person you call, bud. What are you doing? Or is he trying to trap her in there?
A whole night with you. Alone. Locked in a cage.
Build another cage. There has to be more options.
Yeah. Isn't that the point of this cozy little...
He knows exactly what's gonna happen if they're in there together. Come on.
Did you?
Oh, frickin' Oz! Like 2 paws merged. Oh my god. Build another cage. Separate cages. Willow, no, 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 no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. This is the worst. She's never gonna get that image out of her head. Oz, you little... Insert swear words here. That choice, the second time he made as a human.
She was gonna hurt somebody.
Find another cage. You did. You absolutely did. Come on, man. They were like the one couple that was doing well.
I know how it feels. I remember.
Oh. So...
When she kissed Xander.
When I change, it's like I'm gone, and the wolf takes over.
You invited her in when you were a human.
Like, more than you wanted me?
Poor Willow! Oh, my heart is just breaking. Oh, yeah. Oz and Veruca have this bond, obviously, that Willow and Oz can't have because Willow isn't a werewolf. So, oh my gosh. Poor Willow. Oz, you little frickin' turd. No, Willow, no! Get her, Buffy! Oh my god, that was so close.
Whatever it is, it's not worth hurting yourself over.
Oh, Willow, I have goosebumps.
Riley was right. The main thing is put the blame where it belongs. Don't hurt
Oz. Yeah, exactly, Willow. She's gonna put a spell on him.
Let Oz and Veruca's deceitful hearts be broken.
Sounds like a powerful spell she's got going on here. Oh god!
Let this image seal his...
She runs into the taser guy. Oh, burning his picture.
You don't want to find out what I am.
Oh!
Or an animal.
Oh my.
You're right. We kill.
Oh god, they're gonna kill each other? Oh god! Bonked her. Yeah, they're definitely getting better, like the effects and makeup and stuff. It's still a big furry suit, but yeah, definitely even an improvement from the previous seasons. Oh, bye. Oh god, right for the neck. Oh, Oz. Did he kill her? Oh my god. Poor Willow is just not having a good day. My heart. Of all the people, don't hurt Willow.
but I just thought you should know.
This fellow in the woods, he was in military garb?
Oh, okay, now she's telling Giles.
The thing is, I saw some guys dressed exactly like him on Halloween night. I just...
Yes, there we go.
Much to form words.
You've felt that way yourself, and...
Yeah, when her and Angel, yeah.
Me as a model.
Fair enough.
I just don't know how they're gonna deal with this.
Yeah, that's gonna be... it's a tricky situation for sure. And they, like, this whole time, you know, other than her and Xander, he's leaving?
That's my decision.
Don't I get any say in this?
No.
He's leaving school? Like, what? What is his plan?
Don't you love me?
Oh, my heart is just breaking. I don't think she wants them to leave. Like, obviously they have some stuff they gotta figure out, but the fact that he's leaving is not gonna help. Oh, man. What about the dingoes? Oh, God. Hopefully he's back soon. Frick, man, they were doing so good. And of course, that's right when everything comes crashing down. Is it gonna go to LA for a while, hang out with Angel? I don't know. I'm not crying, you're crying. Oh, God. This is the worst. So it was my first time watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer season 4 episode 6. What a crazy episode. I'm still processing it all. A lot happened. I was just talking about how happy Willow and Oz were together. And of course that means that that happiness is going to end very abruptly and very aggressively. We got to learn more about Veruca, which, you know, was interesting. Her and Oz had this thing. And at first I thought, okay, maybe Oz just has like a crush on her. But obviously looking back, you can see that there were signs early on. They like walked past each other in a previous episode and kind of did like that head turn, like, oh, there's something different about you. And then when she's playing in the band, I thought, okay, well, they clearly have music in common. Like, that's something that they can bond over. And even when we first, you know, see her playing, Oz kind of like is like, oh, he doesn't explain what's happening, obviously, because it's Oz and he, you know, doesn't talk much anyway. But it was very clear that like something had, you know, spiked his werewolf senses, and I thought, okay, maybe he senses somebody's in danger or something like that. We've seen him do that with Willow before. I was curious to see if that would come back into play, but I'm guessing that was him sensing another werewolf, whether he knew what it was or not at the time. They undoubtedly had a bond because they're both werewolves, or were. I'm guessing Veruca died at the end of that. It didn't look good. Oz went right for the neck in werewolf form, so I'm guessing he now has to live with that on his conscience, as well as what he did to Willow. And the first night I was thinking, okay, you were in werewolf form, you escaped out of your cage, you didn't know what was happening, you know, he's explained it like this is, you know, he's completely blacked out, he has no memory of these things, basically he's out of control of his actions. And we find out that him and Veruca had spent the night together, and then I was like, okay, this is gonna be awkward, you know, explaining to Willow. But at that point I was thinking, it'll be weird, but she will probably, you know, at some point get over it. Like, it will be a process for sure, but it wasn't something he had at that point made, you know, a conscious decision about. And then the second night happens, and we see Oz standing in that cage, and I know he thought he was doing the right thing, and he's like, if I keep Veruca away from the population, then she won't go out there killing anybody, and I won't go out there killing anybody. But he definitely knew by inviting her in and locking themselves in a cage together that things were gonna get spicy. Like, he knew that. It wasn't a matter of if, it was just a matter of when. And he kisses her before he's transformed. I know it's getting close to the time of when they're transforming, but they are still human. And, you know, maybe it's just minutes later that they transform, but he made that decision as Oz, as a human, to kiss her. And whether it was some animalistic instinct and attraction that he had very little control over and just gave into, I don't know, but it still happened. He still made that choice, and just the look on Willow's face when she saw them. Willow is one of my favorite characters in the show, hands down, and just anytime she's hurt, it's just like extra, it just hurts so much, especially Oz. Oz is like the one thing, you know, she obviously cares cares about so much. And, you know, they've had some rough patches as well, but for the most part, they, you know, were working through it. They were doing good, you know, and then this happens, and she'll never get that image out of her mind. She's going to be thinking about that all the time now. And the fact that Oz brought up Xander felt very low, and I know he was probably just panicking and trying to, you know, say something that would make himself feel better, but that did not help at all to bring that up. And Will was like, I thought we were past that, but obviously Oz still has some issues with, you know, Willow and Xander, but I don't feel like Willow and Xander had sex. I feel like they just kissed, or maybe it was implied that Willow and Xander were sleeping together and we just didn't see it on screen. But either way, it was definitely such a low blow, it felt like, for Oz to bring it up, and didn't help his case at all, and I think just hurt Willow even more. And just Willow standing there crying was just so heartbreaking. And oh my gosh, I was like, well, you've made this choice as a human now, and that's full on cheating. You can't, you know, say I was a werewolf and all of these things. Like, you made this choice as a human. And when Oz says, you know, like, the wolf is in me all along, and he has to find that line between, you know, Oz the human and Oz the wolf, or whatever that looks like. And I don't know where he's gonna go, how long he's gonna be gone. I just know Willow is gonna be heartbroken this entire time, basically. And her and Oz had such a bond, and, you know, they were so good together, and it's not gonna be the same without him around. I've definitely seen in the show before where as soon as a character has reached like peak happiness, you know, Willow's at university, she was going to this like Wicca orientation she was excited about, her and Oz are together, like everything is aligned, and, you know, everything is too perfect. That's when it comes crashing down, basically, and that's definitely what we saw. So I hope Oz isn't gone for too long. Obviously he has some soul searching to do, and hopefully him and Willow can figure some things out at some point, but maybe time apart right now is what they both need. It's just going to be so tough, and I feel like if he stayed around, they probably would have ended up back together, whether it was the right thing to do or not. I just hate seeing Willow in so much pain, and clearly this is just like such a heartbreaking moment. And even when she's telling Buffy, like, it feels like, you know, the end of the world, basically, and Giles is telling Buffy, you know, like, you went through the same thing. The scene where Buffy, you know, crying on her bed after her and Angel break up, just devastating. Like, she couldn't even breathe. She was crying so hard, and I feel like Willow is probably going to be doing the same thing. I'm glad Willow didn't go through with the spell. I don't know what the spell would have done. It sounded like they would have never been happy again. I don't know if it would have been reversible. She clearly still has feelings for Oz, and I feel like she always will in some capacity. I hope they can get back together at some point. What that looks like, I have no idea how Willow will work through this. Hey, my boyfriend cheated on me when he was a werewolf with another werewolf. Yeah, I don't know. There are a lot of, you know, support groups for that. Maybe in Sunnydale. Sunnydale seems to be the one place there would be. But also, he decided to do this, you know, when he was a human. So, yeah, it's just very complicated, obviously. We also saw Buffy run into that taser gun group again when she was running through the woods. I definitely need to think of a better name for them, but I don't really know what they're about. And Spike was in this episode, like, for 2 seconds at the beginning, and then he's taken away by this team, and I was just like, oh my god. Like, I thought Spike would be more involved, and then everything else happened, and then Spike's storyline definitely just got pushed to the bottom because there was so much happening. They've kidnapped Spike now, I'm guessing, and at least Buffy, you know, put together, she's like, I recognize them from Halloween. I thought they were in costume, obviously. And she's telling Giles, and, you know, like, we need to figure it out. Buffy understands that these guys are here to do some serious damage, and I don't think she knows they're there for vampires yet, or maybe it's other things as well. We've definitely seen them take out some vampires. So yeah, I'm very curious to see where that's gonna go. It's kind of been playing in the background throughout this entire season. This is the most, like, progression I think we've had on whatever that storyline might be. Maybe Giles will be able to do some research. We don't have much information on them. They wear, like, masks and disguises to see where that goes, and especially now if they have Spike, what's that gonna look like? I can't see them killing off Spike, but maybe they're, like, holding him or torturing him or something like that. So I don't think this could be the end of Spike. Please, no spoilers. Miss Walsh also saw werewolves, or what she thought were big dogs. So yeah, I'm always curious how much of the Sunnydale, you know, community is aware of these supernatural things. The high school community definitely seemed to be aware, but now that she's at university, you know, and as soon as Miss Walsh is like, oh, these two big dogs, Buffy's like red flags are going off. She's like, I know what's happening. These are werewolves. They're not big dogs. And the fact that Miss Walsh was like, don't walk, you know, late at night, be careful, and doesn't realize obviously what Buffy is. So I'm very curious to see what will happen if somebody on the faculty discovers, you know, these creatures or becomes more involved with supernatural things. I'm glad Buffy is doing better academically. I feel like she, you know, missed those classes from being upset over Parker, and I feel like her grades probably dropped a little bit, so she's back, you know, doing well in her schoolwork and has to give this discussion at the next class. So I'll be curious to see what that's about, if that happens, or if it's just, you know, part of their everyday college life and we don't get to see it. And Willow being jealous of Buffy and Buffy's academic skills, I feel like that's the first time that's ever happened, which was interesting. And Willow, being such a good friend, was like, I'm jealous, and then it's like, oh, congratulating her, and then I'm jealous, and going back and forth. So yeah, it was definitely nice to see Buffy feeling a little bit more confident in her school, even if she has to do more work because she's doing well. Definitely a crazy episode, and I think what makes it even more painful for Willow is the fact that she had suspected something was going on, you know, and she felt kind of out of the loop when they're talking about music, and she starts dressing differently. Definitely felt like she was dressing, you know, more rock and roll. She's got leather pants and, you know, the shirt, and usually she wears like pretty bold patterns, and even she tells Buffy, why'd you let me wear this shirt like an exploded birthday cake, I think is how she described it, something like that. But Willow's always had a very unique, you know, fashion sense, but that's just her, that's just who she is, and that's how she expresses herself. And the fact that she was trying to dress differently because she was worried that Oz was, you know, going after somebody else, and then it came true. I was just like so painful, like her worst fears just became realized basically. And oh, my heart. Overall, just such a crazy episode. So much happened. Spike is now captured by this taser group. Oz is gone for who knows how long. Hopefully he comes back. Willow is obviously just heartbroken and devastated, and I just want to reach through the screen and hug her because I feel so bad, and it's gonna be a while till she is, you know, back to her usual self. Obviously, this was very upsetting to her, and yeah, I'm curious to see what, you know, heartbreak Willow looks like. We haven't really seen that in a while when she was pining after Xander, but even this is a whole new level. I can't even imagine the amount of pain she's in, and yeah, very curious to see what the fallout with that, you know, in the next episode will be like. Hopefully they address it in the next episode and don't just, you know, skip it and move on to something else. Obviously, this is a huge part of Willow's life, and Willow is a big part of Buffy's life, so yeah, I'd be very curious to see what's gonna happen. Please no spoilers, but thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Did he bring his own tea? This is the lead singer with the very 90s flipped hair, Veruca. She's having dreams about a sandblaster. We saw his like face transform. To see the scratches. Was my animal self? Is that better? Is that worse? Build another cage. That choice, the second time he made as a human. Sounds like a powerful spell she's got going on here. What about the dingoes? Oh